The template will contain all this. Okay.
Okay.
Somebody wanted to see the talent notifications. I missed out this part. Okay. So let us go through this quickly. Okay, somebody was asking on goal management when a worker, what happens when they update a goal, when they cancel a goal, worker shares a goal, will we receive notifications, etc., etc. So this is the list of notifications that are available for you, especially when an HR assigns a goal, when they cancel a goal, when HR deletes a goal. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And this will be available in, you can enable, disable them. Okay, so in the notification region, this will be available. Okay, so what happens here is I can tell the system when manager cancels a goal or a worker cancels a goal, worker shares a goal. Okay, so what exactly happens? So it will notify the concerned person. Okay, when a worker when a worker shares the goal, meaning when worker shares when Meera shares it with Rachel and Anshul, what happens is Rachel and Anshul will get a notification saying that Meera has shared the goal. Okay, so that and organization owner publishes, meaning my divisional head publishes a goal or shares a goal across division, then that will mean the person has published a goal. Okay, so this is something to do with your notification, so you can enable, disable everywhere. Okay, this will pertain to only goal management. Okay, for performance management you have different set of tasks, different set of notifications. Okay, when worker creates their performance document, manager will receive notification.
So all you have to do is just go and do and enable.
Yeah, it is just about like say for example, when what I'll do is I'll enable it for a worker and a manager. Okay, worker creates a, where's that? So I will enable this so that we can see it during our cycle. I did save and close, sorry. Okay, this is to with respect to jobs. Profiles. Okay, when there is a change, interest list change, job profile list change, this can't be edited, meaning what notification you want can't be edited, but whatever is available you can check. Okay, you can check, uncheck the check boxes, and it will mean enable, disable. Okay, talent review, we haven't come to that part yet, we will do that soon. Okay, so this is about review meetings and things like that. So when it comes to goal management, you have a set of notifications that is available when you are in performance, and this, say for example, I check and you uncheck, that will mean it is unchecked. Yeah,
Okay.
meaning it is done only once. So I want it and you don't want it, that cannot happen. You either want, both of us should want it or both of us shouldn't want it. That is how the
common grounds for it.
Yes. See, in the real-time scenario, you don't train yourself, right? It is based on the organizational requirements. So that way, it should not be a problem. So notifications. So only here in the training environments, it kind of differs because each one's preferences will be different. So that way, we kind of tell that once you test it and then disable it so that it is easier for the others to take it up.
All right.
All right. It is not no harm in testing enabling that, but yeah, there's if the other person unchecks, then if it is something that you have required, then it will be a problem.
Oh.
Yeah. So just take care of that when you are using your whatever testing purposes you are doing. Okay. So talent notifications. So somebody asked whether what you call one of you asked, I think, when will a notification come when the target date is approaching and things like that. I think that is not available, but even then I will check it up and let you know whether a target date approach is enabled or not, meaning on a seeded basis, meaning on a seeded basis.
All right. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. What I will do now is I will take you through, I will create a performance document type, and I will also create a, I will show you what exactly we can do here. Okay, so I've opened performance document types. Okay, so I will create one. Okay, this you can see. Let's worker designate someone other than managers for particular evaluation, such as project manager or a particular project. Sorry, on a particular project. Like say for example, in the organization, what happens? I am reporting to somebody operationally and administratively differently. Okay, there are cases like that. Like say for example, my manager is different, but my current manager is my project manager. I'm working on a project, so that project manager is my current manager, but my actual manager is somebody else. Okay, so in those scenarios, it allows, if you check this, then the worker can select a particular person as a manager who will drive this performance document or the entire appraisal process for the employee.
So what are the different types? Like it says performance document types here, right? I mean, like on your experience, what are the different document types that have been created and all that?
There's nothing to do with performance document type. This will only tell me based on the name that what is the document all about. Like say I can say 2018 first quarter template, first quarter document. Okay, a meaningful type. So this document type will be used in the coming sections. Okay, I will tell you how this is used. I will create one. I will come back to the sections. Then you will understand how this is linked.
Yeah, I think maybe that will be nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you.
I will put it as just simple as annual template, annual appraisal. Okay. So I start at 1/1/18 and end at 12/31/18. So if you see here, this date will flow through the entire performance cycle when you select this document. Okay, whatever is the document date you have given, you can give here 19 also. It will still flow into the document whenever you select this document type in the further processes.
All right.
Okay, I'll just save and close this. Okay, and then I will go to the sections. Okay, let us search if there are sections here. No. Okay. Now, okay, see here I can tell the system what is the section type. Okay, in performance management cycle, what are the different type of sections? Sections mean what all I need this performance document to contain. What is the kind of process? Should I enable profiles? Should I enable performance? What development goals do I need to include? The overall summary should I include? Worker final feedback, manager final feedback, questionnaires. So what happens in an appraisal process is something like this. Okay, in an appraisal process, I submit let me not take me, worker. Okay, worker submits goals, right? submits
Yes.
ratings, sorry. Okay, these ratings can be against goals. Okay, yes, that is the goal section.
Yes.
Okay, the goals can be performance, profile, development as well.
Okay.
Correct.
Yes.
Okay, then this can be against goals or anything to do with development or performance goals. Once say for example, once the worker submits, what happens then? Manager evaluates. Correct.
Yes.
Again, manager sends rating. Okay, sends rating details to employees. Correct.
Yes.
Meaning, say for example, my manager, I have rated something on 5, goal 1 on 5, goal 2 on 3, and things like that. So my manager says, no, you can't put a 5 there. You will have to put 4, and wherever you have put 3, you put a 5 there. So my manager and I will have that iterations of talks and agreements and things like that. All that will be offline processes.
Okay.
Okay, and I will be able to record only the ratings, the comments out here. Okay, I will tell you how that works. Okay, now what I'm saying is I will say that there are performance goals. I want the section type. Okay, so when it comes to performance goals, there's a content type. It is goals only. Okay, the rating model I have created a rating model. I am getting that. Okay, because I have created a rating model which is where's my rating model? It's here. Okay, so which is a performance rating model. That's all I created, right?
Yes. Yes.
Okay,
You also made some
yeah, sorry,
modifications in performance and
yeah, here, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm rating this model. Okay, so when I tell my goals have to be rated, in case I don't have goals to be rated, then I don't have to check this checkbox. But when I have to rate the section here means every this whatever process that I'm following up here, okay, will be a particular section. Meaning employee submission will be a section, manager evaluation will be a section, okay, sharing of performance document will be a section, okay, worker feedback, okay, sorry, worker final evaluation, okay, okay, he agrees or he disagrees and things like that. So employee okay, employee final submission from the employee side, then manager final evaluation. Okay, so employee and the manager agree and employee submits and manager agrees and submits that data to the reviewer. Okay, each will have a section here.
In the performance document.
Yes, in the performance template. Okay, so that rating will be defined by whatever I have defined in this rating model. That is, my rating will appear something as 1 2 3 4 4. Okay, whenever I give any rating against a goal, meaning I am telling the system that for performance goals the rating model will be MI rating model, which will rate my section based on whether it is a sum, band, fast formula. Okay, you can use in case you don't want any fast form, there is no fast formula, so that is the reason you don't have anything here. So in case you have a band based calculations, okay, so you will enable that rule. Okay, if it is a sum, okay, then if it is an average, okay, so based on that the mapping metrics keep changing. Okay, what is the kind of average that you're expecting? It should be 2 points, decimal 2 points. So standard rounding rule is that 0.5 anything above 0.5 will be rounded off to the next figure, anything less than 0.5 will be the previous figure. Okay, so mapping method is nearest. Okay, so in case you enable weightages for these goals, meaning you're enabling weightages, say for example there is a there, you saw in goals also there was enabling of weightages. right? Those weightages, if you want them to carry here, you will still ensure that they get carried out here. Okay, so in case you want the section weight to be 100%, okay, so it should not exceed 100%, so you can and it has to have a minimum level. That is what the section minimum weight denotes here. Okay, so there are something called as content items. Remember, I'll come back to the content items. Okay. Okay, so whatever you are adding here, competencies, developmental goals, so whatever content is seen here, okay, under developmental goals, I will be able to see there when I add developmental goals section. Okay, this might be I am putting something like talk. You will feel that it is talking out of the air, but yeah, it is not. I will link it in a while. Okay. So when I enable the content items, those items will be getting rated. The rating type is performance. Okay, the rating model that I see is okay. So in case I say that okay, use section rating model for the performance rating. So whatever rating model is available, then the same rating model will get cascaded. In case you want to change the rating model here, you can uncheck this and this will be done. Any doubts till now?
I think maybe once we put all of these into place together, no?
Yeah,
Because the
yeah,
stage
that
has
is.
got me a little confused.
Yes, this will actually get you confused because it does create certain problems. Okay, because one is because it is very what you call disoriented when we see it in separate sections, meaning when I say manage performance template sections, you see it disoriented, but when we connect it, you will understand as to why we were talking about that. Okay, what values did I miss out here? If you miss anything here, your section management is not going to, meaning your performance management, yeah, there are even a slight checkbox, like say for example, if you don't check this populate with worker performance goals, if you don't check this, then at the performance document level you will not see an employee goal. Whatever goals you had published on the goal plan for the employee, that goal plans won't come. Yeah. So that is how the section is working. Okay, copy worker goals from the goal management business process automatically into the performance document when it is generated. So whatever worker goals was there, okay, from the goals page, whatever you were seeing, all those goals will get into this.
Okay.
Okay, if you don't check this, you'll have to go and add it manually.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So here you can okay, what specify the fields to display with control or control each item. Select the required to add a checkbox to content items in the performance template that can be selected to prevent anyone from removing it from the performance document. Okay, and limit ability to content. Properties is I want weights. Nobody should ensure that
No
what do you call?
modifications.
Yes. Okay, this is only for the content items. Okay, so I use okay, so okay, in case I have to use specific content items, then I can add it up here, meaning I don't want to populate with workers performance goals. I can populate content items here, meaning content items will be in your goals here because we are in the performance template, sorry, performance goals section. Okay, then I will not save this, I will recreate it next week. Okay, because what I will do by then is I will create performance management, meaning all the templates, sorry, all the sections, and show you before I start with creating of any other template.
Yeah, that
Okay,
would be very nice. Yes, thank you.
yeah, so that will be easier for you. But before that, I need you to understand what is happening around here and how it is affecting us. So next is we will say worker final feedback. Okay, so worker final feedback, there's a rate section. Okay,
Neera, I have a quick question.
yes dear.
So now, let's say in the section types, you're saying worker final feedback or performance or all those different LOVs that you have. So let's say it's worker final feedback. You fill in this and you save it, and then you come back to the next section.
If the performance document is not published, you can do any changes.
Okay.
But once the performance documents get, once these template sections get attached to the performance document, immaterial of whether the document is published or not, you will not be able to edit certain things, except for to date and the status. Only these both will be active.
Okay.
Is that your question?
Yeah, yeah, sort of.
Sort of. Can you repeat your question, please?
See, so what I'm understanding in this document is that it has different sections, right?
Yes.
Now,
Yes.
we are framing those sections over here,
Yes.
right? So, performance goals is a one section, document goals is another. Is that what we're doing?
Yes.
Okay.
I'll check if there's a performance document available here, meaning a performance template. No, nobody has created, so I will not be able to show that. Okay,
Okay.
so here, okay, I'm only giving the workers final feedback. So in case you want to, you can't rate your sections and all those things. In case you want to rate the section, you can rate it with the for this you will not have ratings, because you don't have to rate each section for a final feedback. You have rated your goals, manager has agreed on your goals, so you are giving a final feedback. I am just giving a feedback, final feedback on the whatever process I have meaning I have undergone in the appraisal process. Okay, you see now I am unable to edit any of these. I can't edit.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, this is because I am submitting only a feedback.
Yes.
What happened? Okay, same goes with manager final feedback. Okay, you can't change anything here, it is just visible for you. Okay, so based on this, based on what content you have put here, will define overall summary. Okay, see, if you see now, for final feedback and manager feedback, this rating model was what you call grayed out, because there is no rating for your feedback only. So that is the reason the feedback is not available, sorry, the rating is not available. But when you see a overall summary, the rating comes up. Okay, this the manager will submit an overall summary, what is the rating for that employee. Okay, so rate the section. Okay, and in case waiting is enabled, in case there is, I rate the items. Okay, so what exactly that the manager and that the employee has done here is the overall summary that the manager is going to submit to the reviewer. That is the overall summary section. maybe I should I'll create a worker final feedback. Okay, I will start 1118 so that I'll at least show you how this is going to look at in the performance document. Okay. Okay, so when it comes to, I told that this sections, where is that? Process flow. Okay, so I create a process. I was telling you that I will ensure that this is the process that I am following. Okay, now include task to set goals. Okay, manager can set goals, worker can set goals. Okay, this can be happening parallelly. Okay, whether to include a task set, see, meaning there be a task to set, task to set goals, meaning there has to be a task in the template which will ensure that please rate my goals or goal setting period should be available. Okay, so if you see the task name here, it will be set goals. If I uncheck this, okay, just hold on, I'll uncheck this. Attribute name, oh okay, sorry, mi process. Okay, 11118 to date 12/31/18. Okay, so I will go back to tasks, and if I remove this, okay, and go to the task name, you will see nothing here. Okay, so only when include tasks, so at that time, okay, what it says is, when I create task name, see, I have only checked manager can set goals. You must select either worker can complete tasks to set goals or manager can complete, or both, meaning what does the system error out and say is that one of them has to complete task, right? So who will complete first, whether it is manager will start first or employee will start first, and can they both enter together, or one has to complete and submit and then next one has to take up. So worker also can set the goals. Okay, either of them can do. That is what I have told the system.
Okay.
Okay, so now the task name you see is set goals. Okay, next is include whether a worker self-evaluation, include worker self-evaluation task. Okay, if you see the task name, do you see that difference?
Yes.
So include manager self-evaluation task. Yes. So under manager self-evaluation task, do not allow additional edit of manager evaluation task when completed. So what we tell the system is, once the manager has submitted, okay, he or she should not have the authority to edit it again. Submitted meaning, if it is shared with the employee once, then they are not supposed to edit that without the knowledge of the employee. That is what it means.
Okay.
Any difficulty here?
No, Meera.
Okay. Okay. Evaluation task can be performed concurrently. Concurrently, you understand, right?
Yeah.
Simultaneously, if they can be performed.
That is
Okay.
also, and the manager evaluates that.
Yes. Okay. Participant feedback. Participants are, like I said, the managers who have been in the past for me in this year. Like say I have been in project 1, manager 1, project 2, manager 2, and I'm in project 3. My manager says, no, I want feedback from all these 3 managers, only then I will be able to appraise you. Okay, at that time my participants will, the other manager will come as participants and not owners of the task, or sorry, owners of the document. No, I hope it is not bouncing above.
No, it isn't, Meera.
Okay, So now you see here, okay, sorry. Okay, so it says I will just show you a task and then come back, and you can select manager can track participants, worker can track participants, and when both
manager can track participants, in what terms are we?
Participants meaning, say for example, just hold on, I'm just checking a business case.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm in this project. Okay. I have worked on 2 projects earlier. Okay. So there are 2 more managers there. As I said earlier, they will come into this performance appraisal of mine as a participant.
Yes.
So what this says, when I tick this, it says manager can track participants, meaning manager can view what the participant, whether the participant has submitted the questionnaire or the required appraisal or their comments. Okay. Worker also can request, worker can add questions, meaning in the performance document, when the manager, say for example, I am choosing a manager from my previous project, I ask some questions to the manager about my performance, like say what is my performance on SQL, and the rating on, we will come to the questionnaires once again. Okay, so at that time we will see how worker can add questions and things like that. Worker can request feedback. Okay, worker can request a feedback, meaning if the appraisal template is, it will not be complete until the participant finishes the template. Okay, so worker can request for a feedback. Go and there is a place where they can go and request for a feedback, saying I have worked in your project, please update, please appraise me, or comment across, so that my manager can take it up. Okay. So okay, then include approvals, processing task. Okay, let me go back to the task names.
How is approvals done for this, Meera?
Worker task name is required. Sorry.
How is approvals done for this entire? Like, what is the approval flow that is found?
The seeded is employee manager reviewer.
Okay.
Okay, so that is the seeded one. The worker task name is required. Where have I left worker task name? Okay, worker can add questions, worker can request feedbacks, worker can, okay. Okay. So include second approval. Do you only have one approval levels, or do you have many approval levels? Okay, so this is the first approval level. Okay, then include second approval. If you say, then it will go to the second time, it will go for an approval. Okay, it will not go to the 2 levels above, it will go for first second approval, meaning there are iterations happening between the manager and the employee. That is what is here, first approval and second approval. It is not the levels of managers. Please don't be confused. Yeah, I will come back to the task names again. Okay, so that I will show you what exactly the difference is. I'm just adding it so that okay, automatically submit approvals when preceding task is completed. So I'm just checking that. Include document sharing task. Okay, if you see, I told you that time that once both the people can complete the task, they have to share the performance document. See here. Okay, so whatever, based on whatever task you don't want, say for example, I don't have to share that once it is submitted I'm happy, so I will not include sharing, so I don't have to include. Okay, so like say for example, both have not agreed now. Okay, so I have submitted, manager has submitted, so both have submitted, and still we need one more review meeting. Okay, so what happens is after that we will have another review meeting. Okay, if you see here the task name says confirm review meeting held. It doesn't say review meeting what is the process, what is the progress. Okay, it only says whether confirm review meeting is held or not.
Okay.
Okay, then worker must acknowledge the review meeting, the task name. Okay, it doesn't change. Okay, then include worker provide feedback. Okay, so now provide final feedback. If I also click manager final feedback, okay, here it will, sorry, I will go to the task names. Okay, it is final feedback. It will include, say for example, it is I'll come back to the tasks again, task names again. Okay, and include tasks to set next period goals. Next period is for the next year, because we are on appraisal, annual appraisals. So if you include this as well, okay, see, set next period goals. Based on whatever you have checked, unchecked, set goals, worker self-evaluation, manager evaluation of workers. If I go back to my notepad, so worker submits ratings. That is what is set evaluations. Set goals first, okay? Then on the goals they submit ratings, okay? Worker self-evaluation. Manager evaluates, that is manager evaluation of workers. Participant, meaning the different managers from my past have meaning sent feedbacks.
Yeah.
Okay, then first approval. Okay, the employee says, manager sends the ratings based on whatever the other people have sent, meaning other managers have sent. So there is first approval here. Okay, then there is an iteration. Employee says, no, I don't agree to this. So there is again a iteration, and then they send it for approval. Okay, even in that, if they have not agreed, then they hold a review meeting.
Okay.
Okay, once they hold a review meeting, what happens? They only can track here when the review meeting was held. So this is an offline process mostly in every organization. So what happens is that they only track the review period. So if you see the task name itself says confirm review meeting held.
Right.
Okay,
Yes.
so then provide final feedback. Okay, set next period goals.
Good.
Okay, all this is very important. Like say for example, I don't need these approvals at all. I can take off the I can just go and uncheck it there. So I will decide as to what task, okay, or what is the process flow that I need to follow in the organization for my performance appraisal. What is line by line, what you will see as a person, as a manager, and as a worker. If you see task name for a manager role, there are a lot of people say, no, I don't want set goals, I want set objectives. So you can come and change here.
Meera, just one confirmation. Once this is published, I cannot come and uncheck, right?
No,
Okay.
no, once it is published is something different. Once you attach it to a performance template, whether the template is published or not, it is immaterial. Once it gets attached to a performance document, it will not allow you to change.
Once that's a performance document. Okay.
Yes.
As in,
Okay.
even if the business realizes that this particular flow is not working for the organization and they want to change it, even then
you will have to create a new document.
Okay.
Now, why? Because there are a lot of times this so happens that see, normally how implementation happens is not without gathering in requirement, and there's also a UAT that happens in the real-time scenarios, right? So during that UAT, they come across and cite these differences, that this is what I want, and because not everybody knows about the system, right? So what they do is, no, we want this to be enabled. So what we do is, we cannot create it in the same template. So we give it to them in a different meaning different document.
Right. Okay.
Okay. I will show you how this works. Okay. There are a lot of places, like we saw that you have not done this, so please enable this. You have not, worker calculation is there, so you have not enabled it, and things like that. Okay, I have done template sections, I have done process flows. I go to manage performance template. I create here. You will now understand as to what exactly is, what am I talking about. Okay, so okay, this is a standard template that I have chosen. Okay, so M1. Okay, this is the name that will appear for you, appraisal template. Okay, I'll put it as annual appraisal. Okay, when is the start date? 1/1/18 to 12/31/18. Okay, this date. Okay, you remember I had, what happened? Okay, I had created a document type, right? So I will come and attach it here. This, you are telling the system that my cycle of appraisal is yearly now. Okay, by hold on, the system is okay, now it is enabled. Okay, so I am creating a MI annual appraisal. Okay, so
the document type will be annual, quarterly, half yearly.
yeah, basically the document type, no, document type is an indicative name. Okay, that is what you will see in your performance template.
Oh, okay, okay.
In the document, when you, like, how you went to goals, like you went to goals here, right?
Yes,
With
yes.
goals, yeah. Okay, as an employee, what did I see? I saw a review period, remember?
Yes, yes.
Yes, M1 annual review, that's what it said.
Yes.
Okay, so similarly, the document name, this is what you will be seeing in your performance document.
Okay, okay.
Okay, so this is the eligibility. I had created an eligibility which says PU. Okay, so I will add that. Okay, I think system is also celebrating Sunday. Okay, okay, then we created something called as roles, if you remember. Yes, I created HR specialist. There were worker available, and there is what you call okay. So at least, okay, add at least one role that can view and provide ratings to the performance document. What roles we need? We need employee. Okay, then we need a manager for sure, right? Sorry, a manager. So my participant has to be a matrix manager. So that is the reason I'm adding a matrix manager as well. In case you have an HR person, you can still go and change the, like say for example, you can go to manage performance roles here and add the roles. Now I have only given these three roles. Okay, so these are the three that are appearing here. Any doubts here?
Fine.
Okay. Okay. So in case I have a fourth one, I can still add that fourth line here. Okay. Set the minimum number for each participant role. Total number of participants required for in the document. So in case you need each participant to be 0, minimum number of participants required is like say 2, 3. I can restrict it.
Yeah.
Okay. Here in the eligibility profile, although I have attached an eligibility profile, there is something called as required. Okay, so these are required to be there. This is the required feature in the eligibility profile. So that is the reason this is required. Okay, then next is process. Okay, so this, if you see, what happens is this is a little dry. Once I enable the process flow, you will understand as to how this flows.
Right. Okay.
Okay, now the task is empty. See here.
Yeah.
Based on the process that I had created earlier, all this process came in.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yep.
Any problems here in understanding?
No, I mean, I think we're okay. Yeah.
Okay. Alert days. Like in terms of like say for example, I want to alert them 60 days before the a target end date, meaning I would have kept set goals. I will come here. I will give a document period here. At that time, I will tell you how the 60 days affects.
Okay.
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 Okay. So calculate ratings. We need calculate ratings, right? So display calculated ratings to the worker, display calculated ratings to the okay manager, then display calculated ratings to the matrix managers. Okay. This processing options. You want star ratings. There are a lot of people who want one single star, 2 star, the stars map to the numeric rating. Like say for example, if you have rated 4, then 4 stars will appear. Okay.
Yeah.
Otherwise, number
Okay.
4 will appear.
Correct. Yeah.
Okay. So that is include star rating. Okay. Display feedback notes. Okay. Feedback. What happens? But only thing is like this is when you display this. This is not enabled in the print option. So we need to be careful when you print the option that this will not be available. Okay.
Oh.
Worker can.
Okay.
Okay. Here this is the first document that we saw. We have the first in the what you call while creating document types. Worker can select manager when creating a document. That is again given to you as an option here. Okay, in case you have forgotten there, so they have given that option here as well.
Okay.
Okay. Participant feedback is required, meaning I am saying that unless until they provide a feedback, I cannot proceed to the first approval task.
Right.
That is when
Yeah.
I say participant feedback is required, meaning unless I get a feedback from my previous project managers, I will not be able to proceed further.
Okay.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
see, when we say participant feedback, can it also mean that at sometimes, so if it's a manager and his team members, discussion, okay? So till the agent signs off, right, the feedback session, that the manager can't close the meeting saying that, the discussion and the feedback has been given, right? So say they have to stop midway for some reason. So like they want to say that it's this much completed. It's not fully completed, but so I think it was PeopleSoft or something that when the session is fully completed, it's red. When it's in progress, it's amber, and when it's not, it's like
PeopleSoft, yes, that feature is not available here.
Okay. Okay. All right.
Okay. The review meeting, I will show you how the review meeting happens.
Okay. So
Okay.
there is a
But this is not at the that is at the reviewer level.
Okay. Okay.
But
Okay.
this is at the manager employee level. we are talking.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Is that okay?
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
Are you talking about a level? I feel that you're talking about a one level higher.
Higher than the manager?
Yes, like say a reviewer.
Okay.
Are you? Or are you
No,
talking
I
at
was
the
talking about,
manager-employee
yeah.
iterations?
Yeah, I was talking about manager employee iteration.
Okay, okay. So that I don't think we have that.
Okay.
So
Okay.
that is the reason you have this statement where it is saying confirm review meeting held. That's it.
Okay. Okay. That's fine. That makes sense.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah.
So then auto-populate matrix roles. So it is a matrix manager. Okay. In case allow access managers to say you can ask them to allow. Sorry, you can ensure that they can see the documents, or they need not see. They are not involved in the process. They just have to give the feedback. So you don't have to make them see the document. So you can tell them that you can't see the document, but you please send me the review feedback. Okay, and worker can see the participant, meaning say for example I have worked on projects where Rachel and Anshul are the project managers, so I can see Rachel and Anshul being added into my document. Okay.
Yeah.
Now comes the best part, sections. I don't think we saved a section, right?
We haven't saved a section.
We haven't saved a section. Okay, so whatever process is there, I have saved something. Okay, it will not allow me to proceed further if there is no sections pertaining to the tasks that are displayed here. See?
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
Understood? And also the section should contain roles.
Right.
Okay?
Right.
That is what it means. Okay? So it should contain, first thing I add. Okay? It will not allow me, first thing I can add this, there is no problem. Okay? I can add this. This is the worker feedback, correct? We created a worker final feedback. Okay, that will populate automatically whatever is there, whatever you had there, clicked there. Okay, all that will come here automatically. Then I have worker. Okay, whether they can give section comments optional without warning. If you say the comments are required, then you put it comments are required. They can share ratings. They don't give ratings here at the final feedback, so that ratings is not enabled. So profile type. So at the manager level, what is the meaning? It is a role basically that defines your what you call comments and things like that. So when the worker is providing a final feedback, there is no requirement for a manager here. Correct?
Right. Yeah.
So even if you delete the manager, there is no problem.
Correct. Yeah.
Okay, but worker is required here. Okay, section items will come from you have said that where you call sorry I'll come to the process levels. Okay, so you have included certain sections here, structure me. Okay, based on that all this will come up, and the sections, in case you have said that populate worker goals, these sections will not be seen because it is coming from the goal management.
Right.
hold on, I'll tell you what document periods are. Why is it not populating? Okay, now here we give what is the period. Okay, annual, okay, review period. Okay, so when will the start date and end date of the performance happen? Okay, that was populated by this annual review. Short name, this can be, this is the document period, so I will say 2018 annual appraisal. Okay, so 2018 I will put it. Okay, so if you see here, you have due dates. Okay, worker set goals, normally I would want them, when I start I would want them to finish by at least, for the sake I will put it as 7/15, meaning July 15th. Otherwise we will give them a particular date. So this due date, okay, the structure, you had a alert somewhere, right? Here. Okay, it will fire 2 months before this document period date.
Okay.
Is that okay?
Okay. So before this document is due, before that you're setting that
So,
alert?
yeah, this is the due date, meaning before due date, meaning 7/15. So it will start from May 15th.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, you can also say, sorry, okay, repeat standard alert until task completes. I think standard alert is enabled, I think daily, if I remember it right. Okay, critical alert, okay, meaning 3 days ago it will start firing on a daily basis saying that you have not completed types.
Okay.
Okay, so this is 1 day before it will start. So whatever I do here, so now I think it is fairly understandable. At least you are getting the link as to how this is functioning.
Yeah, I think that's because we are putting all the puzzles in together.
Okay, so this is how it is. So for worker self-evaluation, since the worker has already set goals and rated themselves and things like that, so worker self-evaluation, because the end of the period is 31, right? Okay, 31/18. So I give 1 month before so that worker can self-evaluate themselves and send it to the management. Okay, manager, sorry. Okay, so by November they should finish their worker self-evaluation. Okay, by December 15th, manager should finish their, what happened? Oh, sorry, 12, 15, 18. Okay, by December 15th, the manager should finish feedbacks. So is the participant managers. So participant managers, maybe I give another 2-3 days extra. Okay, so that it is beyond once the manager submits. Okay, so I will give 18th here. Okay, the first approval date is also I will give it as 19th. Okay, so the second approvals happen by 20th. I'm just giving an arbitrary dates. Okay, so 20. Okay, confirmed review meeting held. So I'm saying 25th. Okay, then 12, 28, 18. This period I will say that 1/1/19. Okay, any doubts here? So this is what I'm saying is, I'm saying by this time this task has to be completed.
Delays in this, how would we treat delays, Meera?
How would we see the?
How would we treat delays? Like, let's say worker self-evaluation starts on the 30th of November, right? Now, what if we can't get that process done because of what?
This date, even if you publish the document, this date can be altered.
Oh, okay, that's good. Okay.
Okay, any date in this can be altered.
All right. Meera, one more quick question. What's the document types for interim evaluation?
Sorry?
The one that is right
Interim evaluations, like say for example, if you have a half-yearly appraisal. Okay, so what happens in the final appraisal, if this is a document that I'm creating for, if this is a template that I'm creating for a final appraisal, you want this document also available from the half-yearly appraisals.
Okay.
That is the appraisal document types that is available here. Since we have not created anything, ours is an annual appraisal, so we don't use this. So when you use quarterly, there will be 3 more here.
Okay.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I'm not saving this because if you see the summary, okay, what is the role, matrix, okay, what is the role, what is the structure, all this will be the summary part. Okay.
We will anyway be doing this again, right, next week?
Yes, because it is almost a week's time that I have done this, so it tends to go off from the brains. Yeah. So I would I would reiterate all of them in the next week's starting session as to what all I have done this week, and also start from actuals, meaning I will give you a business case as to how the appraisal happens in a particular company, and then we will set the tasks accordingly.
Oh, that would be great.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. So any more doubts before I wind off for the day, just let me know.
No, Meera, I'm okay, I guess.
Yeah, this is just an introduction to the performance management we have done.
Yeah.
So, I think something that we can take for the week would be, like how you created those employees and saw the goals on their dashboard.
Yes.
That's something we can practice.
Yes.
During the week and then get back to performance freshness.
Correct. So that should not be a problem for you. Goals, and you can also create your eligibility profiles.
Yes. I think I've already created some.
Yeah, whoever is created is fine. So whenever if you are not created, you can check how it functions. Maybe you should go and check for a different department. Create your own department and then go and check, attach that department and then work around the global plan.
Yeah, we'll do that.
So that should work out for you.
Yeah, we'll practice it up, and if we have any questions, we'll get back to you next week.
Sure.
Yeah, thank you so much, Meera.
Yeah, thanks. Anything else that you can remember, just let me know so that I can address to that if you want it. Meaning in case you want to kind of reiterate something in the next class, please do let me know. I will still reiterate.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much, Meera.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.